That's Ray's reason for being.
Able to thwart the attack by Mysterio's son.
His dick is in Roman's face.
Just eating the kendo sticks now.
Yeah, he's eating something.
Oh my God!
What the fuck? Was that taped? What was that? What was that? That weird shot.
Dominic Mysterio.
Past the camera. That's always right there.
Like it was nothing. The head of the table.
That was so stupid. We better get a replay from a blimp cam. I want to see the whole thing.
As Ray goes to 10.
What a load of shit.
Dominic. A father's love for a son.
What was that?
Has put Ray in this position.
Tyler Spider, let him in. The Fiend is knocking again. He's not married, but he wears the wife beater. It's a permanent ban if you are a cheater. When he swings his lightsaber to make you a believer, don't need a high score to know that he's a leader. Tyler Spider, let him in. Tyler Spider, the Fiend is knocking again. Tyler Spider, let him in. The Fiend is knocking again. Tyler Spider, let him in. Tyler Spider, the Fiend is knocking again. When the red light's on, it don't mean stop. He'll do a Sister Abigail, drop in an alligator swamp. He's the baddest chicken out. Oh, look yourself a hit, or he knows he Tyler Spider cookies. Tyler Spider, let him in. Tyler Spider, the Fiend is knocking again. Tyler Spider, let him in. The Fiend is knocking again. Oh, yeah, he's gonna go down now, quick enough for me, while he stares back at me. Booker T, you can come down now if you want to. Booker T looking back at me while he's on ecstasy. I think we're all really high. Oh yeah, Tyler, are you high? I know I'm high.
Tyler, did you see Liv Morgan's Owen Hart attire tonight? She had the caution tape and she won. Liv Morgan beat the bully, the most beautiful woman in WWE, according to Greg Hamilton, Mrs. Carmella. What'd you think of Liv? She's the best. She's back. You thought they were burying her last week.
Yeah, and I was really worried, but now we have Liv, and she's winning matches finally, and maybe she's a little bit moldable, and it's with this attire that we had tonight. What great attire from Liv.
Liv's a Paul Heyman girl. Look at you, Tyler. Your attire is amazing. You get the Nike fit. We're going to get that in 2K. Tyler, you're freshly showered, I can tell. I was worried. I thought you fell asleep. We're both exhausted. This has been the longest week of our lives, and I think it's from that Double or Nothing companion 2 weeks ago and Chivalry 2. We can't stop playing.
Yeah, Chivalry 2 is just unbelievable right now. Like, every single second I want to play, but there's so much other things going on at the same time. It's like, if I dedicate my time to Chivalry 2, I'm going to dismiss everything else going on with myself. It has that much power over me.
I love chopping off heads. It's way better than Mordau. What's a parry button? Parry's about timing, not about hitting a button. Block is a button. And if you time a block, it should parry, just like UFC games used to do. And then, Tyler, you know we have specials with the letter Y. That's our controller. We got it on Xbox like idiots. When are we getting it on PC?
We got to get it on PC very soon, man. As soon as I'm able to, at least. I know that's the time. PC's on the way. Those server browsers are just too much of a luxury. To be able to pick what server you want to go to and other people are hosting this thing, we got to be doing that instead.
Yeah, we need like-minded people in our server, people that want to duel. We need mods. We need lightsabers. And we're over here on Xbox. The servers don't even work. We're having trouble right now. Everyone else is streaming on Twitch fine on PC. We're the only 2 Xbox logos in every fucking lobby. I didn't think I would even buy it once, so when I got it as a throwaway Xbox game, I didn't think it'd be another game I'm buying on every platform. Tyler, there's like Hood, Siege, For Honor, 2 of those are old, but I swear every game we get on everything. It'll be on Game Pass anyway. But Tyler, we got Dark Otis tonight as well. Remember, Otis showed Dark Sides years ago for us when he was being cheated on by Mandy with Dolph Ziggler. And but back then he had facial hair, long bangs over his eyes, and he just looked really dark from that. Now he has a bun. He shaved his facial hair. What do you think of new Otis? Is it as good as new Liv?
New Otis is scary Otis for sure, man. I get terrified when I see this Otis. Something about a clean shave, and there's just some people out there that can't shave their face. I'm definitely one of them. It just does not look right. He's definitely let in something, but definitely not the Fiend.
I got to show you Liv Morgan first. Let me bring her up.
Is enough, and it's time for a change. Come and take your best shot.
Where the hell is building the realm to get on this beat right now?
I tried to be a nice guy.
Go ahead and take the back.
I tried to play by the rules.
Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, I just had to get to that part, Tyler. Dun, 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 dun. So Liv Morgan lost last week to Carmella, who has the best finisher a woman's ever had. Carmella does. So we couldn't fault Liv for this. But she faulted herself. She couldn't forgive herself. And she came out tonight, Tyler, and made a fucking statement. Take a look at Owen Hart Liv. Oh, wait, Carmella gets the entrance, Tyler. Liv doesn't even get an entrance, and she still won, Tyler.
Man, I do remember hearing Liv's song at some point in the night, and it must have been a very quick entrance for sure, man. That song is very magical, though, and wants to put me to sleep. It's like a little baby.
I think it's because I was just playing it. That's this one right here.
You turned your backs on me.
Here she comes.
Fat Gino.
I was a victim.
Oh, I love it.
Well, enough is enough.
And that's her outfit, Tyler. She's got the yellow caution tape everywhere. Tyler, I want to investigate that crime scene. I need to get some white blood cells out of her groin area. I think she was raped. Tyler, I've been watching a lot of interrogations on YouTube. And if I see blood on the thighs, I got to check.
Yeah, that's an instant giveaway. That's something mandatory. That's something you can't just set aside. Blood on the thighs, man.
Yeah, that tape ain't going to work. I mean, official crime scene. We got to check it.
Liv Morgan out to the floor and driving Liv.
Tyler, it didn't start good for our hero Liv. But she has grit. She's like Seth Rollins, who was like Shawn Michaels. And he's so resilient, and that means Liv is, because she's like them. The great Sonic Gino just casted a spell, Tyler. He's super good. Put the lights on. Unfortunately, they're knocked over. I think we can still kind of see them. They're a little more subtle this way. This is nice. I don't want to irritate Gino's IBS. I don't want to trigger it and have him get sent off to the bathroom again, Tyler. He'll miss an hour of the show like he would do at work. Gino, 5,000 elixir. Thank you so much. Tyler, if he got fired for his IBS, how is he sending us super good?
Man, he's insane. I don't know what's going on here, Gino, but he's able to send all these super goods, man. They're coming through quick.
Gino, you need a kid's meal with chicken fingers and a small coffee. Gino also sent this song.
And it's time for a change.
And everybody's
the Nation version. God damn it, Gino. No one wants to hear the Nation version.
Off the air, so much so, but
the
thing that is fantastic.
Owen Hart is dead, Tyler. Gino did send 5,000. We should hear some of it.
I tried to be a nice guy.
Song sucks. That's the Rock song. We don't care about that version. That don't count. Well, there's a white guy in the Nation. They jumped the shark with Owen. Jason Sensation was better. He was in DX. There she is again. Tyler, I started the match over. I love it that much. Liv Morgan had yellow on. How do you expect me to react? And you know she won with the slingshot flatliner, Tyler. So I got so many tweets at WWE Shorty G. Just angry children. You said Carmella has the best diva finisher. What about the slingshot flatliner? So Tyler, take a look at this and let me know if it's up there.
Now went for the kick again. Liv Morgan, though, able to hang Carmella up on the second rope.
No.
And now Liv, face first goes
no.
Carmella into the cover by Liv Morgan.
If only it looked like it hurt. If a guy did that to you, though, if Randy Orton or Riddle saw Orton did it, then Riddle did it to you, that would be so intense. You'd split your head open. You'd go through the ring. But a little girl, it just kind of looks like fun. Like, it almost looks like she took that move.
And it does definitely look like a lot of fun, and also looks fun as this pause frame that you have at. I think that there was something that was taken over the weekend with her and Lana that was perfect as well in that kind of position.
Oh, I'm pausing again. And Tyler reminds me of those Tessa pauses we've been doing lately. Apparently, Tessa lives in the gym, Rizzo told me. When's Tessa coming back? She is the greatest women's wrestler of all time. The only female wrestler that I don't call a diva. Charlotte, you're a diva. Sasha, you're a diva. Becky. They brought it at Revolution, and then where'd the evolution go? And now we're right back to Mandy saying it's not worth it. Nia Jax is even a diva. Tessa Blanchard, Tyler, the only female world heavyweight champion in the history of this business. Even Moolah couldn't pull that off with all her raping. So this Tessa, she's in a league of her own. And when she comes to AEW, I don't care if it's on Friday. I'll even watch it on Friday.
Yeah, man, and we're going to have to see Tessa beat Kenny, and Kenny's going to be more than down to take one for the team and let Tessa pin him, so this is what's going to happen. New AEW World Heavyweight Champion, Tessa Blanchard.
Yeah, Gino, you know. Gino's just chiming in.
Come and take your best shot.
Did he say those in promos, Gino, or in a studio? Growing up until today, I always thought he just said them in a studio. But those are soundbite promos, huh? I got to go back and rewatch that stuff, Tyler. I saw it as a kid, and all this show's basically by memory. All right, let's see Liv Morgan, who Gino muted like an asshole.
Here tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. Look at this around here off the middle row.
Oh, that ain't as good as Carmella's, Liam.
In a brand new
Carmella's finisher's
gets a
better.
dump.
But Tyler, how does Dark Otis do that splash off the second rope? He was out there clean shaven, but he still jumped off the second rope. And according to Pat McAfee, halfway across the ring, and he squashed Montez Ford. And Otis is so fat. How do they fake it? This is real.
This is definitely real. I don't know any other way to make this not hurt. I feel like each person that takes this is in such in pain. And why does it always have to be the smaller one? It was Ray taking all of these before, and now it's Montez. Why?
Tyler, I do cardio on my inhales now of THC. Because every time I hit these concentrates, my provision carts, everything gets distorted visually and audioly. It's like a mechanical noise, like that Metal Machine music Lou Reed album starts playing instead of everything else. And then, Tyler, I think I'm going to die, so I exhale. It breaks me. It like breaks my spirit. So now I don't want to exhale through. I want to get through that now. Because 2 hours later, I'm fine. So if I just hold it in, I might live. So now I get up. I do jumping jacks on the inhale. Anything to distract me. I stay focused. I stay present. I'm throwing a combo, and I'm saying the number of the punch so that my mind doesn't drift off to a Lou Reed album again. And I stay alive.
Man, that's a great way to stay alive. I haven't taken any of these THC hits since like 4 o'clock. Are we jamming out one right now with some combos?
I can't risk it. I was getting concerned before we started that I didn't sleep enough. I got 6 hours. What does it take? I might have Lyme disease. I don't know what's going on with me, Gino. Gino, I might have IBS. I got to take a shit. I'll come back tomorrow. I'm so fatigued, Tyler. Does IBS make you fatigued?
I'm not sure, man. We got to ask Gino on that one for sure. He of all people would know. And yeah, like I was saying earlier, we were playing Chivalry before SmackDown, and I was saying, man, I feel so tired. I didn't get enough sleep last night. And I was really thinking back. I fell asleep at like 2 o'clock and woke up at 10. That's plenty of fucking sleep.
What the fuck? We're getting full nights of sleep all day. You know, we're just so tired. It's these fucking circadian rhythms. It's from Biden. The hell was that noise? It's these circadian rhythms, Tyler. You resist them. But I feel so weak all the time. Tyler, we have to run down SmackDown beginning to end. But tomorrow is UFC 263. Israel Adesanya is fighting an Italian. This Italian, Marvin Vettori, has been someone that Alistair, our MMA expert, I think he just turned 14 and a half. That's why his voice is so deep. I liked the child version of the MMA expert more. We've been grooming him, but now we grew too fast.
Fat Gino.
When I'm grooming these kids, I'm trying to make them stay young. And then this guy's already 38. He's not even 16 yet. We don't like you anymore, Alistair. So he was talking about Marvin Vettori back when he was 13 and a half. And he's telling me this guy's going to kill Adesanya when he gets him again. He beat him last time. So now here we are, 5 wins later for Vettori. Adesanya off that humiliating loss that destroyed his mystique in all weight divisions against Jan Blachowicz. Is that his name? That's how I say it from now on. Tyler, is he going to do it, or is the Italian going to beat his ass? You saw all the press conferences, I assume. Marvin Vettori showing up in an Italian suit, and then this fag Izzy showing up with tits and a flower shirt. He's wearing a baggy flower shirt, acting like he's nice dressed. And he asked the crowd, fucking Izzy, he goes, who's dressed better tonight? Me and my tits and my baggy flower shirt? Or this guy in his Italian suit that The Rock would wear? And then Marvin was freaking out over this question. How is that a question? His voice is all high-pitched. He's screaming at a crowd of people. Tyler, this press conference was more exciting than a Raw crowd. Like, the crowd was so into it, chanting Diaz, and Diaz wasn't even talking. Like, MMA is the real wrestling because it's the real fighting. And people always care about a real fight. That's why pay-per-views still exist in that world. And people still buy them. Over 1 million buys for one of them in the last year or two. I mean, that's impossible for... What do we have, Stone Cold coming back in his prime? We're never going to do that in the WWE again. Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar wasn't going to sell 1 million, and it was on the network because they knew that. So, Tyler, MMA, it's real. Are you ready for tomorrow? And is Izzy going to sleep?
I don't think Izzy's going to sleep, man, just because every single time I knew that Izzy was fighting and the recent UFC events with him that I've watched, he's always fucking won, so I have to go with Izzy on this side for now. And I'm so fucking, like, shocked about Alistair's voice. Whenever we talk UFC, I'm thinking about Alistair and his voice. We need to take out all that growth hormone that's in the cult juice that we've been giving him lately. It doesn't grow in the right areas we want.
It's so weird how much we miss young Alistair. I think it's because we hate who he's grown into. Someone who puts Paulo Costa in the pound-for-pound list. Not just right now, but of all time. I've seen it. He claims it's not that, but it says right on it what it is. You made a pound-for-pound list. So, Tyler, Izzy's facing Marvin. I'm going with Alistair. He knows better. He knows Marvin Vettori's Italian. And now I know that. I don't know. Vettori sounded Puerto Rican until yesterday. And then I saw this press conference. I'm like, I think that guy might be a real Italian. I can't believe one exists. Like, we're so rare. Where's our fucking Palestine? I don't know where we're scattered. There's like 10 in every state. We got to get together. Let's take Minnesota. We need an Italian city instead of this Chinatown shit. Italian town. Tyler, what do we get? Nothing. We had the Bronx. We gave it to the fucking gangsters. Not us. We're mobsters now. Gangsters are a different race now. They took it. Like the Bronx. We got nowhere, Tyler.
Man, nowhere to go. We really got to find a fucking state or at least city somewhere that we could just fucking claim as our own.
They even took Italy from us. The Samoas. They came over. So, Tyler, we also have crazy fights on this card. When the Italian winning, that's not till the end. Put all your money on this underdog. Ayako, bet your house on it. He's Italian. How's he going to fucking lose? Did you see his suit? This guy almost looks retarded. He's been fighting so long, so he's experienced. Marvin Vettori knows what he's doing. Tyler Davison Figueiredo is the only person in his weight class that could beat me up. These are some, like, this is flyweight. These guys weigh like 98 pounds, I'm pretty sure. 98 and a half at super flyweight. So these two are, they're children. They're girls fighting. But they had the fight of the year, Tyler, in their first fight not too long ago. And this is a big rematch. Do you remember their first fight? And do you know how scary Davison Figueiredo is? He's one of these Mexican-looking guys that ain't Mexican, I don't think. But he dyes his hair white or blonde. Why do you people do that, Tyler? Is that like for intimidation? Because it's working.
I have no fucking idea, and I have no idea who this guy is either. What the fuck? He definitely looks intimidating with the beard not matching the fucking hair, I'll tell you that much, but I never seen him fight once.
Look at this guy, Tyler. This guy will fuck you up. He only weighs 98 pounds. He'll kill you. So he's going to destroy Moreno. Brandon Moreno went from a 3-star fighter in UFC 4 to a 5-star in one fight. So we know what those developers are doing. They're taking it 1 hour at a time. Go fuck yourself, EA. That's a representative of where the weight class is at, not even him. It's just like no one else has this many stars in this weight class. He seems to have jumped them all in one fight. Tyler, the only fight that matters on this card, stop fucking around. Belal Muhammad, not. You mean the guy who cried when he got poked in the eye just a few months ago? No one's watching that. How is he on the main card, Tyler? Put this guy on an early prelim. Make the people who pay for a fight pass suffer through a cry fest from Belal Muhammad. I got to bring that up. Gino, where is it? Tyler, you have to see this. Leon Edwards, who's fighting Nate Diaz, and that's the real main event. 5 rounds, it's not even a main event. They just know Diaz, that's Diaz rules. We got to start saying that. Diaz rules, 5 rounds. It don't matter what prelim you're on. So, Tyler, we'll save Diaz. But Belal Muhammad cried like a girl because Leon poked him in the eye. It looked really bad, and I would have cried too. But I didn't put the gloves on that day. And I didn't go through training camp that month. And I didn't show up on UFC TV and start crying. I would have promised I would first if I was going to show up on TV. This guy promised he was a fighter and a tough guy. He was on his ass, crying, mouth open, wrinkles all over his face. It went in my eye. What the fuck is wrong with you? This guy's going to get his ass kicked by a 50-year-old. Damian Maia better tap him out. He can't cry when he's choked out, Tyler. Break his arm so he cries, huh? We want a joint lock on this guy.
Yeah, I can't see anyone that's crying mid-fight winning a match, so he's for sure fucked. And you know what's crazy is that I know a Belal Muhammad that was used to fucking cry all the time whenever you'd fuck with him at school. It was
That's
hilarious.
him. This is him. How old are you? This guy went to he was in the Lighthouse Swing at Thunder Road, Tyler. It took me forever to think of the name of that place. Tyler, this whole fight's on YouTube. God damn it.
God.
We're not on YouTube. TWFS. Hours of production goes into making original content. We can't make it. This is a full fucking fight. From TFMMA. This guy's going to be on YouTube for the rest of his life. All right, here we go. Tyler, great audio. Look at listen to that compression. It's the
Okay,
fucking
keep.
world. Look at how tough he's trying to look. This is him lying. I'm going to win a fight. I came here to win a fight. Hold on. I got poked in the eye. Look at this. Look at Hold on. It just goes on and on. Look.
И кричит просто во весь голос.
Oh, we get
сейчас
to hear
Белал
another
Мухаммад.
language. Watch it.
Ну и да, тычок-то был очевидный. Я сначала на удар ногой бы это списал,
I think he's already been down for 5 minutes by now. It's like it just kept getting worse.
но
You fucking pussy.
Hey, it's okay. Okay, Bilal, what I need you to do
It's
is I need you to
okay.
relax. Relax. We'll breathe and relax
Breathe.
and let the doctor
с
take
другой
a
стороны,
look,
вот
okay?
Hey,
о
Steph Curry,
тычках пальцами
breathe.
я как раз всегда думаю, что за это надо довольно
Use
жестко
Steph
наказывать,
Curry's
потому что
breathing techniques.
непонятно, какая мотивация может быть у бойца ударить вот таким образом.
Bilal, relax and breathe. The doctor needs to take a look at it.
Can you open your eyes as best you can? Okay. Are you seeing double?
I would beat the fuck out of this guy. I'm saying it right now. I'm Jake Paul. I'll beat up any MMA fighter. Now I know why Jake Paul's so confident.
Stop.
Fuck this idiot.
Stop.
Возможно, на эмоциях Билал думает, что у
Stop,
него,
stop,
может
stop.
быть, действительно
Stop.
Over there.
That's
есть
her
серьезное
beat.
повреждение глаза.
Нет, все-таки здесь...
Tyler, remember when you cried like that because you fucked with me and I did something about it?
Oh, yeah, dude, and it was in my fucking eye, and I was just like, and you're like, stop.
Well, aim it for your mouth, Tyler. Tyler, what a card this is going to be. A guy's going to cry. Why do we hate him? We love him. We never see grown men crying on UFC. So this guy's a treasure. Put him in the main event. He gets Diaz rules, 5 rounds. He might not cry in the first 3. We need that extra 2 to make sure we can really bust a tear duct. So Tyler, after he taps out, that's when Leon Edwards and Nate Diaz have a fight. We don't even deserve this. I might pay for this event.
What the fuck? We're having a Nate Diaz fight? How come I didn't know this until right now? Did you say this before and it just brushed past me? Nate Diaz is fighting?
It's because it's the biggest card ever. This is a triple main event like WrestleMania 32. What was the CM Punk one? That might have been years later. Tyler, I never know the number of the Mania to the year, unless it's WrestleMania 14, the greatest WrestleMania of all time. 1998, the only year that really mattered in wrestling. Although, Tyler, I've been thinking about that. I've been trashing 97, thinking kids might not know how much better 98 is. What am I talking about lately? Tyler, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels. That's 97, not 98. 97's better.
Really, man, and I got to watch some 97, 98 growing up. From the older episodes, they were having it on demand, and I would see it only towards the end of 97. Things really took off in 98 for me. I always felt like 97 was just before things really fucking started to get
Is
good.
Flash Funk gone by then? Flash Funk's the thing that makes it 296 to be as good as 98, like the year of 97. Like, I could have sworn Flash Funk was way earlier. Like, and then as an adult, Tyler, I've relearned the history of wrestling and found out Flash Funk was very late 96. Oh, man. And then he would continue from there, from his debut. Tyler, no one thinks Nate Diaz has a chance. Apparently, this is the hardest fight he could have picked. Daniel Cormier doesn't know why Nate Diaz picked Leon Edwards. It's because Leon Edwards is a bum. He doesn't fight. Although Nate Diaz only fights real fighters, doesn't he? He's made that clear. So he must have picked a real fighter, Tyler. That's why. But apparently all the measurables say Nate Diaz is fucked. That means he's going to win. He has grit. He's Seth Rollins, who is Shawn Michaels, who is Liv Morgan. Nate Diaz is going to put this guy in a triangle. He's going to throw middle fingers up and win, just like in UFC 4.
Yeah, let's go Diaz for sure. I know Alfie Gray in the chat. I was just reading right now. He's saying that Edwards is killing Diaz and taking the title after. Who the fuck is this Edwards guy? Is he badass?
Go fuck yourself, Alfie. Shit. Sorry, Tyler. It's my vape. There's definitely toxic metals in that hit. That's the first time I'm almost sure of it. But Alfie, no chance. Dan Edwards is a bum. He beat a loser. And then I got Alistair coming up to me. Hey, Kevin, RDA beat up Nate Diaz. That doesn't count. He cheated. Stand up with him. No, lay down with him. Let him grapple you. I remember RDA being real mean in that fight. I bet he threw leg kicks. Leon Edwards is going to throw desperate leg kicks from the first second. He's going to show his fear. Diaz is going to smell it. He's going to bite his ear off. And he's still going to win after the 2 points get deducted.
No fucking way, dude. If we're going to see some ear biting off, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, Belal's going to cry about it. He's going to be, well, he'll already have cried because you've already fought. But when he gets the news of what happened to Leon, he'll be uncontrollable. The waterworks are going to go crazy. Tyler, we know we don't pick with our head. Nate Diaz, though, is logically the easy pick. I mean, every measurable I've ever seen. Best boxer in his 2 divisions. Best black belt in his 2 divisions. I mean, maybe if Leon could bring out Damian Maia with him, just kind of take the crybaby out of the whole card. Bring Damian Maia up here. Put him next to Leon's name. Maybe if Nate has to beat Damian first, that doesn't have to happen, though. He might knock him out with a slap. Like that's how overmatched Leon Edwards is in my mind.
Man, if this is that much of a fucking overmatch, and I feel like this is going to be the fight of our night. This isn't our fucking main event.
It's still 5 rounds, though, so we get what we want. Thank you, Nate. Nate demanded it. He wants to fight more. He's sick of sitting at home. Leon loves sitting at home. Leon's like Nick Diaz. Nate isn't.
Fuck that. I'm not going to be fucking supporting this Leon Edwards anytime soon if Nate Diaz is
He's British, Tyler. Why would you root for him? He's some dumb street thug in Britain. He ruined their culture. Now he's coming to America. And we need to send him back in a body bag, Tyler.
And the fucking Alvin Gray was saying that he has to back him just for the pure fact that he's English. Don't let that fucking define who you like as a fighter, Alfie Grays. Don't just back him because he's from there.
Don't you dare back Anthony Joshua, you piece of shit. You back Tyson Fury. He's a gypsy. That's basically British. It's the same thing. Tyler, he has a point, though. Agogo's British. Anthony Agogo. So knowing that might change my opinion on Leon Edwards. Then again, Alfie Gray's British, so fuck them. Fuck Leon Edwards. Nate Diaz in 18 seconds, Tyler. Wait till you see it. Submission, too. He'll pull guard. He's lanky. But if he wants, he'll punch, but he wants to pull guard.
He's going to be pulling guards. Yeah. If you really see, I see my first quickest fight ever, 18 seconds, you call it. Oh, imagine how much money you could be making from these bets, man.
Oh, give me the prop. They're not touching gloves either. Give me $10 for that. Tyler, when's Jake Paul fighting? None of this is even counting. Tyler, Jake Paul watched his brother beat Floyd Mayweather. What could put more wind in your sails than that? And now he's fighting Tyron Woodley. And that's actually pretty soon. It's not in August. Tyler, don't bring it up. I'm worried. I don't know who I pick yet. Did I pick it yet? Am I on record?
I'm not sure if you made any official picks yet, man.
Jake.
I don't think you're on record.
Sorry, I couldn't hold it in. God damn it, Tyler. I even interrupted you to get my secret out. There's no way Jake Paul's going to lose to Tyron Woodley, this fat old idiot. Tyron Woodley was afraid of Damian Maia. Take a look at him again. These guys are boxing. Tyron's up against the cage, making sure his arm's all the way out. Can he reach me? Can he reach me? That's all he's worried. He's doing this the whole fight. Up against the cage. He's going to get his ass kicked by a Paul brother. But I don't know. Are we one of the people that won't like it or one of the people that will like it? I think we've changed. Now that I realize Jake Paul is just a better me, now I have someone I can hope to be one day. And when I watch that person beat Tyron, that's good news. But I have a Tyron Woodley shirt, Tyler. Do I burn it?
No, you don't burn it. And honestly, at the end of the day, I do expect Jake Paul to win because I just bet against him last time. I can't. But at the same time, I want anyone to get fucked up. Let Jake get fucked up. Let Tyron get fucked up. I'm gonna full out say it. I hated the Ben Askren fight just from how fucking weak that punch is, man. I don't care if it was powerful or not. It was weak to me.
Gino, I'm so sorry I missed your Gino's drive-through. Gino, Tyler, AEW's on right now. So where are our AEW clips, Gino? You wasted all your money on those goddamn mana elixirs and these spells. I'm an old person, Tyler. I'll never figure this website out. I think I learned it first, but I'll forget it first. So, Tyler, here's a clip from Gino. It's not from tonight's AEW. It is from Impact, and it is from last night. Let's take a look.
Tony Khan.
Oh, this is the guy who unblocked Vleeties, not Tony Khan. The fat guy. I think this is Scott D'Amore.
Further ado, my guest at this time, the AEW owner and CEO, Mr. Tony Khan.
I am his gimp. My owner. I had to see the whole entrance, Tyler. I've never seen a Tony Khan entrance before. Looks a lot like a Vince Russo entrance with better music. He looks down, too. He looks a little nervous himself. Let's see. Tyler, that's me crossing the street at a crosswalk, like when there's cars there. I'm like, look up, don't look at no one's actually looking at me, but I feel like they are, so is my shirt okay? Like that's the Tony Khan. Oh my God, people are looking at me. There's like 6 cars right here. Because Tyler, you look like an idiot. Look, I've done that. Hey, I'm crossing the street. I've done that movement while walking out. Tyler, everyone looks stupid crossing the street. When you're in the car, you're just looking at him like, what a fucking idiot. That person looks so dumb walking like that. Why are they dressed like that? It doesn't even matter what they're wearing or how they're walking. And that's Vince Russo. And that's Tony Khan's in anxious mind. All right.
Tony, I appreciate you coming here. I know you're a very busy man, and welcome back to the Impact Zone.
Thank you for hosting me. I saw the AEW logo. You've been so kind to provide me with your microphone. I should have brought one of my own AEW microphones here, but you're a wonderful host, and it's great to be here. It's great to see the AEW champion and the Impact champion, Kenny Omega. Not as good to see Don, but Don's here too. And it's nice to see you, Scott. Thanks for having me. It's great to be here, and I'm excited about the big match you're going to announce.
Yeah, I think, there's been a little bit of a controversy.
I've heard rumors, Tyler, that Tony's a heel on this show. Was that a bad guy promo?
Yeah, and this is my huge problem with this, and I don't even see it as a fucking heel. I see it that he's too pussy to do this in front of a crowd, in front of all of his AEW guys. So he puts on this stupid fucking persona whenever he's on Impact. This complete opposite person that's wearing a suit, has a smirk, actually looks like he has confidence in himself. But the moment that we're at AEW, he's wearing a fucking cardigan sweater saying, "Can you guys be hot? Please be hot. I make the matches around here, not Dave."
Tyler, that's the real guy that you're citing on AEW with his "please be hot." This is the character. He's got his Kenny Omega glasses on. But I'll be open-minded here. I'm trying to really take it all in. Where does Scott D'Amore fit in all this, I wonder? So Don Callis runs Impact, but he's a bad guy. Tony Khan runs AEW as the good guy. Unless he's on Impact, then he's the bad guy. So Scott D'Amore must be the good guy in all of it because everyone else is a bad guy.
Don, but Don's here too. And it's nice to see you, Scott. Thanks for having me. It's great to be here, and I'm excited about the big match you're going to announce.
Yeah, I think, there's been a little bit of a controversy, and as per our agreement, whether it's an Impact World Championship or an AEW World Championship, since we share a champion, it requires consent.
Tyler, who's coming out? Is this Sue Young? Whose song is this?
I have no idea whose the song is, man. Discord's so fucked up. I can't even hear anything. That's why I was also silent earlier. I didn't know if the clip was still playing. I fucking hate this.
I understand, Tyler. I know it's never your fault. It sounded like Carmella's song. Like, no one would know what this is but Gino. So I was just hoping you'd throw out any name. I can't even remember the name of that guy who sent Vleeties a cameo from Impact. And he had a belt on his shoulder. Do you remember he had an X Division title? Jay Lethal. What do you think his name was?
Oh, I remember. I know this guy. Ace Austin, dude with the purple hair, right?
Yes, this better be Ace Austin coming out. And if it's Rich Swann, we're never watching Geno's drive-thru again.
Wow, look who showed up to work.
Oh, it's Kenny. Oh, it's Dawn. Yes, Triple H's first theme song. I don't know why I'm watching his entrance, but we're kind of stuck here.
Everybody's here. Isn't this great? Wow, I mean, you two in the ring, are the territories safe? I don't know. Wow. Whoa. Now, Tony.
Have you ever heard this, Tyler?
Hunter Hearst Helmsley, I fucking heard this before. I can hear that.
When I was a child, Tyler, my best friend was Bobby Taylor. We lived at Summer Hill condominiums in Plymouth. And we would go to the bus stop in the morning. And after Hunter Hearst Helmsley debuted, I've told this story too many times, Bobby at the bus stop was like, "Did you see that guy Hunter last night?" Hunter? I'm thinking in my head someone that looks like Kraven from Spider-Man. Like, Hunter. That sounds awesome. Who the fuck was that? I saw the show. And then later I'm like, I find out who he's talking about. Hunter Hearst Helmsley? You don't call him just Hunter. That sounds ridiculous. Hunter Hearst Helmsley's a snob. Hunter is like, sounds like something cool. So this is what he was though, Tyler, this song. And what a character. You were dead then, of course, but I wish I was. But we had Aldo Montoya and 123 Kid in those days. Underappreciated wrestlers that we would have never got if we had women on the show. So thank God that pesky evolution was 2 decades later. All right,
Thank you very much.
For you.
let's hear Dawn.
I
have a
still
big
almost
heart.
fell over getting in
A
here.
big heart. I'm a nice guy.
Well, you guys are planning. I mean, scheming, I guess maybe. Here's the thing.
Tyler, we had a guy named Adam Baum. Remember him?
I do not remember Adam Bomb. What the fuck? Who is this Adam Bomb guy? It sounds. Oh my god! It actually starting to ring a bell a little bit. Adam Bomb. I'm thinking of a regular Adam Bomb. Was a play on guy. Oh my god.
Hey, are you thinking of Duke the Dumpster Drosy? Do you remember him?
No, not at all. Was this WWF?
Dude, 96, Tyler. 90. It's gonna blow your mind. The great characters we had. First of all, the Godwins were already there. Like, they're established as the best tag team in the world. Once the Smoking Gun split up, it was official. But so we had a hog pen match with Triple H with that song versus, snobby Triple H versus the hog. You've seen this, of course, with the pigs and stuff. And then we also had a guy named Duke the Dumpster. He must have feuded with Hunter. Snobby Hunter with Trash Man. Oh, Tyler, Duke the Dumpster looked like Adam Bomb, but he didn't have wet hair. And he wore a worker's outfit because he's a dumpster guy. Like, he worked in it as a trash man. And I think he brought a trash can out, but not to use it like Cactus Jack would. How do you not, though? Once you bring it out, just use it.
Man, yeah, if you're not using the trash can, what the fuck you bringing it out for? But I couldn't imagine Hunter Hearst Helmsley having to deal with something as nasty as someone named fucking Dumpster. That's disgusting.
I hate Pink Dog Fan 3. Pink Dog Fan 3 never plays New Gen Era. Pink Dog Fan 1 always played it. Pink Dog Fan 2 a little bit. Pink Dog Fan 3 never. All right, so Tyler, let's hear Don Callis for Gino. This is like what's happening now in Impact. Vlides already knows this, so we got to catch up.
I'm not here to cause any trouble or stir anything up. I just want to point out a few facts that I think, Tony, you're all about protecting investments. Kenny Omega is probably the greatest investment you have in your portfolio. He's the world champion of... No.
I'm skipping. There's like a lot of time in this. Let's go to like 8 minutes in. All right. Surely they're getting to the meat of the matter here.
Career, but his greatest accomplishments have come in Daly's place. So for this Impact Championship
Bailey's
match
place,
with Moose, to me, the best place to do it is Daly's place.
Oh,
also, what I can assure you, Don, even better, I'll make you even happier, is Sami Callihan will not be there.
Tyler, Sami Callihan is still in Impact? Where the hell's Tessa? Tessa beat him, Tyler, in one of the best matches I almost saw. I saw some highlights of it. It looked so good. Tessa's the best, and we need her. I guarantee you we'd be watching this show if Tessa was on it.
Oh, for sure, man. Hands down, I'd be watching if Tessa was there. And I want to see her in more matches with this Sami Callihan guy. I'm a big fan of his voice.
Do you think Tessa thinks her shit audio, like, makes her look bad? Like, I never judged her. It was funny. I guess I laughed at it, but we don't hold grudges over sexy stuff like that, Tyler. She's a good partner who would do anything for her man. Although it seems like he didn't really want shit and she forced it on him. These shit girls will do that. Still, it doesn't make Tessa any lesser. She's still the female world champion. She's still the daughter of Tully. And if anything, she'll be greater than him when it's all said and done. Shit video or not, Tyler.
Yeah, and I don't think that there's any shame in this shit video either. Like, and it's very strange. I'm not into fucking shit. This is not my fucking thing. I'm not looking up shit videos. But there's something about the way that she's talking in this video. It's fucking, it's grade A. It's nice, man. We need this type of Tessa, and this Tessa should not feel ashamed.
She has like a Maurice thing to her voice where she just wants to help you. Like Maurice is the perfect wife to Miz, and Tessa was being Maurice in that shit video. And yeah, Tyler, the shit video, it didn't make her look bad at all. She sounded so sexy and nice, and it'll reflect well forever. If anything, Izzy Adesanya might need a shit video. This poor guy is really losing status in my mind. If he would do something nice for someone, it would really go a long way with me. He seems like a piece of shit asshole with tits. All right, Tyler, I'm getting back to UFC. We can't do this. We need to stay on Tony Khan. We have to focus.
Sami Callihan is a guy that we don't want around Daly's place. I can assure you, I've got great security, and one thing I can promise is Sami Callihan.
Tyler, what's happening at Against All Odds? Apparently there's a pay-per-view for Impact coming up this weekend.
I would assume that Kenny has to defend this title, right? But maybe this isn't where it's going to be defended at. Tony Khan doesn't want it defended at this pay-per-view.
He better not be, because I haven't heard about it. Like, if he was, we would have heard about the event, right? Or it'd be great if he is booked on it and they just don't. Then again, Tyler, we don't watch Friday Dynamite. That's our fault. So it's even happening right now, I heard. Why aren't we watching that, Gino? Where's Watch Wrestling?
And will not be there.
I think this is a great decision. Scott, good job. Tony never thought it. That's a great, I love it. Daly's home field advantage, Scott. It's a football thing. This is great. This is great. Guys, thank you very much. I feel fantastic.
Yeah.
I feel fantastic. Hit my music.
Hey, Don, hold on to the music. Hold the music.
All right, here's where we find out what Scott D'Amore does. So is Impact fractured, Tyler? Is Scott D'Amore on one shoulder and Don Callis on the other? And why is there a committee like that?
I'm not sure what role Don Callis and what power he actually has in the show. I thought he was just a fucking, every now and then commentator, but I guess not. I know this Scott D'Amore guy is fully Team Impact. This Don is just fully for Kenny.
Tyler, we got look at this.
Opposition.
Neville.
The bastard
What
pack.
the fuck?
A roll-up here, and Matt Jackson had a handful of trunks.
We're missing it.
Like a three.
Why is it zoomed in?
Super kick intercept.
Sorry, Tyler, it zoomed in because I was jerking off to Jessica Andrade earlier because her OnlyFans got really nice. So I started paying her. Then she deletes all the good stuff because it leaked. So it's like I should have just saved my money and kept the good stuff on the forum. But when the good stuff ended up on the forum, I wanted to support Jessica. So I pay her $18 and she takes all the good stuff. So what the fuck is going on with this girl? But I finally saw her nipples, Tyler, and her vagina.
That's fucking amazing that you're able to see her. And Rizzo said in the chat that we're not missing anything. This match has been going on for the last 40 minutes.
This is the opening match. It's over, Tyler. We caught the end. Look, we're so lucky.
No!
Oh, wait. It didn't end. Wait, it didn't? I guess Brandon Cutler's not in the match. Thank God for them. All right, let's turn this off, Tyler. Now we can hear Scott D'Amore. This is way better than AEW. We're watching the wrong show.
So it's great. We're going to be here this Saturday. We're going to have Against All Odds.
Yeah, how about we have Gut Check? Why else would this guy be out there? Scott D'Amore is a judge on Gut Check now. Bruce Pritchard comes out. Al Snow comes out. And Joey Ryan rehearses.
We'll be
Tyler, you were dead then back in 2013, 2012. That was the glory days of Impact.
competing here. The Good Brothers will be competing here. So they, not that they'd ever interfere, but they won't be able to. One-on-one, Moose versus Kenny for the Impact World Champion. Best man.
Tyler, I thought Moose was in the narrative with EC3.
He should be in the fucking narrative. I don't know why he's around in Impact still. Why aren't you controlling your own narrative here, Moose?
Gino, I learned nothing from that clip. Oh, wait, Moose is going to wrestle. Thank you, Gino. I learned something from that clip. Gino's drive-through every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday when we are live. Tyler, we still have to run down SmackDown. Lots of Roman Reigns tonight. I actually wrote down for a couple segments, watch it. So we're going to have to definitely find two segments at minimum that happened and rewatch it. One is Chad Gable.
Sonic_Gino says,
Gino.
Kenny Omega will face Moose this Saturday at Daly's Place.
Well, goddamn, why'd we sit through that stupid video? You could have just told us. We're definitely not going to see that, huh? Wait, Kenny Omega, you said, Tyler?
Yeah, he said Kenny Omega, and it's going to take place at Daly's Place, so definitely during a fucking dark taping that they were able to have this match taped.
What if Mark Henry's on commentary then? That would be awesome. I got to see this. When's Mark Henry debuting? Whenever that third hour debuts? All right, Tyler, we need to get to Roman soon. What song do you want to hear during break?
Man, I would love to hear some Kip Sabian.
Ooh, I love it. We'll even hear it first, Tyler. That will give me a moment to do some digging to find what I want to hear. Because, Tyler, we have too many options. Also, we've been ignoring this incredible chat, Tyler, because we got stuck in the Israel Adesanya has tits cycle.
Sonic_Gino says, who was better, Wrath, Chronic, or Adam Bomb?
Adam Bomb. Tyler, those are the characters of Adam Bomb. Why don't I... Wrath. I like Mortis. Wrath. Sorry, Tyler. I'm going to be saying Wrath for a while until I figure out it. Until I really place the image and the entrance in the song. Wrath. Give me a year, Gino. I know this one. Chronic, though. Tyler, Chronic, they're not weed smokers like it sounds like. They were these two oiled up, muscular fucking dudes. And they looked kind of smart but tough, like bouncers. Like they had tight wife beaters on and like leather pants. Sunglasses, shades on. They were like 90s cool, 90s tough, like barbed wire tattoo type shit. True 90s legends.
They sound like fucking legends, and I would honestly, if I heard the name Chronic, I'm instantly thinking weed. So I'm surprised to hear that there's a take on that name not involving weed at all.
Tyler, the great missing link is here. He is a stud in UFC 4. He is a Trovo superstar. They give Missing Link subs to give away. For my birthday, I got an email from Trovo. You have a gifted sub, a free gift sub. I'd never figured out how that worked. That never showed up. I need another birthday. They just gave me a bunch of those B-Day cakes for one elixir, and I never saw the sub. But Missing Link cast a flex spell. Sorry, Tyler. As a matter of fact, Tyler, he cast 2 of them.
He cast 2 flex spells. We need to see at least some kind of 3-for-1 flexes going on. What the fuck? It's my fucking birthday today. Where's my fucking gift subs at? I want to gift a sub.
What the fuck? It's your birthday? Tyler, I keep forgetting because I thought it was yesterday for a bit, plus our midnight is noon. So are you sure it's your birthday? Our midnight is noon.
June 11th, man, it's there. Every single time I look at this date, it's always so pretty and unique to me.
Holy shit, Tyler. On your birthday, Alfie Gray cast a flex spell. Happy birthday, Tyler. You're 23 years old. You're Michael Jordan. And you and I were reminiscing on my useless 23rd birthday because it's the useless year. No good ones left, huh? 25 is like a bad good one because that's another milestone. There's still milestones, Tyler. They're just not fun.
Yeah, and definitely, like, I was thinking to myself, like, out loud, I was like, wow, I'm 23. Like, there was no excitement at all anymore. It's like, oh, fuck yeah, I'm turning 19 or I'm turning 20. Even fucking 22 was fun. Saying 23 is just so fucking disappointing.
On your birthday, though, we get to hear your favorite song ever, Kip Sabian. And we get to play Chivalry 2, Tyler, tonight. So that's the perfect birthday game. This is going to be great.
Fat Gino.
Do you have a cake? What do Mexicans do on birthdays?
Normally there is a cake and always randomly brought to me, but this year I cut all ties of that shit. I said, look, I don't want a cake this year. Don't bring me a cake. It's all good. I don't really want to do anything. It's 23, okay? So just happy birthday to me and let's get on with it.
Is someone at least ordering you like a nice quarter pounder?
Oh, yeah, the In-N-Out burger, man. I got a nice 3x3. That shit was amazing. I sent you a picture. It was so good.
Yeah, that looked insane. That was animal style, Tyler. You're a liar. You said you don't get animal style.
I guess it technically counts as animal style, but I'm super complicated. I won't go, can I get a burger animal style minus this? I say, can I get a burger with extra grilled onions, extra raw onions, the spread, and ketchup and mustard? Like, I'll just explain everything.
I'm so scared to do a pen hit because I'm going to lose my mind again. I already feel like I'm on the edge, Tyler, from forgetting Roman Reigns' name. How fun will it be, though, if I forget everyone's name as they're written in front of me? I'll still get some of them wrong. You try pronouncing Liv when you forget what it is. So, Tyler, you know what? It's your birthday. I'm doing a pen hit. We're hearing Kip Sabian. We'll come back after break to run down SmackDown. Real quick, Tyler, big update to Subscribestar finally.
Sonic_Gino says, Pinnacle promo right now, by the way.
Oh, I thought that Max Caster was in that group for a second. I was about to bring it up. Tyler, there's nothing worse than a Pinnacle promo. All right. Actually, no, there is Inner Circle promos. The Inner Circle babyface promos are the worst. Just rev those motorcycles so we can't hear it the whole time, please. Stop turning the ignition off. Gino, send me a clip if it's good, though. We'll watch it tonight. Tyler, I updated Subscribestar with like 2 weeks of on-demand replays, which are these live streams. They are archived on Trovo for a month, so you can still watch them for free for up to, I think, 30 days, unless there's something naughty in one of them. Sometimes, Tyler, we show vaginas accidentally. Sometimes it's a cartoon vagina, but that's not okay, right?
It's not okay, man, and that's when those naughty things gotta go away. We can't be looking at naughty things all the time, even if it's touch hour.
I also found a classic video, Tyler, Hulk Hogan's racism and termination. And we had just put up in the last update, Hulk Hogan's, it was a quote. Hulk Hogan, then the quote, I've never exercised creative control. Because that was a real quote, so we had to talk about that. And I remember that was around the same time that this video was also made. So that is up on subscribestar.com/TWFS. Tyler, new retrospectives are up as well. I went crazy. CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk. That is the name of the retrospective for September 26th, 2016. And that one is now in the pinned post, Tyler.
Man, I fucking can't wait to check that one out in the pin post. I love the retrospectives for sure. Subscribestars always stay packed and updated. You can't go wrong with signing up with Subscribestar.
Tyler, the music. We have Roman Reigns' theme up now. Where's the music post? The music post is free. You don't even have to sign up for this one. Look at these songs. Roman Reigns 2021. Tyler, I picked that song. Let's come back from break to that song.
I really like that song, and that was what I was having trouble with picking, Kip or the Roman song, so I'm so glad you picked it. I'm technically getting two now.
Yes, it's your birthday, Tyler. You're getting both. Also, of course, Tyler, the companions go up. Double or Nothing companion is up. Backlash companion is up. And Nathan, that's because of you. Nathan Weller really campaigned for companions last year. No one else did at all. And if I stopped doing them, I don't think anyone would complain except Nathan. So thank you so much, Nathan. And he also sent an easy spell, Tyler.
Oh, man, and that's amazing easy spell right there. Hey, right back to that easy spell. And you can't stop these companions, man. They're so fucking good. Thanks. Shout out to Nathan for being able to advocate for these companions.
Tyler, I have my pen ready. Kip is ready to play. When we come back from break, we're running down SmackDown. Take us to break, birthday boy.
All right, guys, we'll see you when we're back jamming out to some J-Tay. Me and Kevin have our pens ready. Do you?
It's unconditional. It's unconditional. Roaming through the streets like a cat without a care. You can find him amongst the pigeons in the square. He won't see the sun again for years to come. He is broken out of love. 1, 2, I'm watching for you. I got your number. I don't think you're ready. Don't speak about your manners. Be respectful. You better keep it steady. Step back. Why don't you get back around the tight shit? And don't you dare forget that I don't need your permission or mission. I don't care where your head's at. Walk like a lady, act like a lady, walk like a lady. It's unconditional. Roaming through the
face that runs the place is here.
He won't see the sun again for years to come. He is broken out of love. 1, 2, I'm watching for you. I got your number. I don't think you're ready. Don't speak about your manners. Be respectful. You better keep it steady. Step back. Why don't you get back around the tight shit? And don't you dare forget that I don't need your permission or mission. I don't care where your head's at. Walk like a lady, act like a lady, walk like a lady. It's unconditional.
here, break the silence that's been surrounding me for the past week. You can't break me. You can bring up all these things and all these memories and all these emotions. Yeah, they come flooding back, but guess what your mistake is? Guess what your failure is? Not realizing that you just made the biggest mistake of your life, because this dark place that you sent me to, I'm gonna use it, and I'm gonna channel it, and I'm gonna ball on my fists, and every single bad memory I have, and every single crummy emotion that forces through my veins, I'm gonna use against you. And I'm coming after you from this dark place, because this is no longer about me being the best in the world. This is about me kicking your ass.
Yeah, I had something happen to me that was tragic, but I was just over here trying to move past it. Then Kevin Scampoli gotta open up his fat lips when I don't know what happened, and he twisting what the facts is. Taking cheap shots so your roast could be a classic, where you could eat a fat dick, I leave it at that, bitch. And I got the 3 hottest verses on your whole tape, so fall back and frown with your fedora and your troll face. You better not get me started, I got no breaks. I kidnap Estella, maybe that'll get you so straight. Danny looking suspect and down. Let's close at the 50 in the Tony Romo dick sucking practice pose. A fuck a broke podcasting hoe. For the locker room I got more shots than a Gatling hoe. I got a couple screws loose and a strong flow, and since I debuted, where the fuck did Joey Long go? Little boy sounds like a virgin and a queer, and I guess you could say a Max murdered his career. Yeah, fading look like a Mark stays in a V-neck, and hey Josh Picard, can I get a fucking beat yet? J-Man's 13 and J-Man P's beds. I got one word for Valides and his meathead. Ladies, Danny and Kev, Joe Poppy's 3 friends. What's he gonna do when the slam of the weekend? I'm calling out all fake hoes to expose him. Ryder Miss is only in it for his own promotion. If Mario and Benny met Kevin, they will blow him. If you write for the site, then you're swinging from his scrotum. And I'm a little pissy talk about my shit, cause he tried to ad-lib and didn't stick to the script. I got a diss for this prick and a tip for his chick. Like a Kristen, I'm single, send a pic of your tits. Cause Kevin ain't nothing but a half of a leader of a locker room.
Why aren't we leaking these pictures I got?
Sorry ass roster all filled
I got spread vaginas,
tits,
penetration. I got gigabytes.
Man, I need to bring something red closer. Red wine and a red head and a red choker. Gingy, hit me up, let me see that ass bend over. Are you a nasty girl? Are you a nice girl? Trust me, honey, I can make you sing like a Spice Girl. Back to the guy who did I go crazy. If you need me for your next tape, fuck you, pay me. Sell your t-shirts, keep playing with prime time, and tell Dustin Schnell stop clogging my timeline. And those who I didn't say names are spit deadly too. I got some choice words, I hate you already too. All of you sandy pussies is fucking pansy, and I'm down to fucking die for the name of my family.
You will apologize to me for them, because they can't be here right now, and they can't stand up to you, and they can't let their voice be heard. I am CM Punk, and I am the voice of the voiceless, and you will apologize, and you will like it.
Being betrayed by someone that you wholeheartedly believed in, that's enough to break anyone.
Nathan 19 says,
And not
birthday
long ago,
post.
God damn it, Nathan. God damn it. Sorry, Nathan. Let's start live over.
being betrayed by someone that you wholeheartedly believed in, that's enough to break anyone.
My fault, Nathan, not yours.
And not long ago, it would have broken me.
I blamed you, though.
But I am not that puppy on a leash that Ruby Riott described. I found a home in my own skin, with the power of looking to the future with an open eye. And Charlie, in my future, I'm stepping in to that elimination chamber. I'm eliminating Ruby Riott from that chamber match, and I am moving on.
Hey there, I see Kevin Scampoli. He's going to talk about the things that happen in the ring. Hey, 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 this is the whole fucking show. We're going to talk about about the things that happen in the ring. Hey, 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 here comes Kevin Stampley. Gonna talk about the things that happen in the ring. Hey, 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 this is the whole fucking show. Gonna talk about the things that happen in the ring. Hey, hey, hey. No, Kevin, why'd you do that? I said, no, Kevin, won't you stop that? I said, no, Kevin, you can't do that. You're gonna get banned, step back, Kevin. Are you gonna let me in? Just tell me to. Fuma's gonna win, Kevin. Living in a house of death and in the bugs of course left and slowly creeping into view. Hey, 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 when Kevin puts a can between his knees, all the girls' pussies start to sound like mac and cheese. Hey, 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 it don't even matter if you're gay, you still use terms like faggot. Here today, hey, hey, this is the whole fucking show. Gonna talk about the things that happen in the ring. Hey, hey, hey. No, Kevin, why'd you do that? I said, no, Kevin, won't you stop that? I said, no, Kevin, you can't do that. You're gonna get banned, step back, Kevin. Are you gonna let me in, Kevin? Fuma's gonna win, Kevin. No, he never leaves a house. The only time he opens a door is to let the fiend out. We are all dead eternally, so it's best just to enjoy yourself and let in the fiend. Because Kevin's Stampley. Wanna talk about the things that happen in the ring. Hey, 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 this is the whole fucking show. Wanna talk about the things that happen in the ring. Hey, 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 it is time for the whole fucking show. Don't you know we're gonna fucking scared for the T as he stands back and lead eternally. And we're all damned. I said we're all damned. You're all gonna die. You're all gonna go to hell. You're all gonna go to hell.
Tyler, we started SmackDown with Roman Reigns in his chair, watching highlights of last week. This was actually a very creative way to start. Because, Tyler, we start, of course, with a replay of something from last week with the Usos. And it just kind of, then it goes from us watching it to playing on Roman's screen to this beginning. Then we go from that back to them watching the screen of Jimmy Uso's entrance. This was like a Mr. Show episode. Tyler, Mr. Show, you haven't learned about it yet. It had David Cross and Bob Odenkirk. And me and my brother loved that show so much, we had the Mr. Show book. There was some big book. One of the first radio shows I ever did, Tyler, was on public radio in Rockland, Massachusetts, and I read from that book and laughed at every line. That was my idea of a fun radio show. I had a co-host, so it wasn't all my fault. It was my book, though, so maybe it was my fault. And Tyler, they would segue from sketch to sketch. Wildly unrelated sketches, but the segues would all make sense, like whether it be someone watching a TV that becomes the next sketch, etc., like this here. Tyler, did you see the beginning, or did you shower the whole SmackDown?
I didn't shower the whole SmackDown. I showered like the last 20 to 30 minutes, but I did see this part too as well, and I liked all these cuts. And you sent me a screenshot during the show of the perfect fucking analyzation of Paul Heyman just staring at Roman while everyone else is glued to the screen. That was
the best part. Roman's watching the screen and Jay's watching the screen with Jimmy on it. And then that's the next segment because they're still in the back. But Paul Heyman is staring at Roman. It's all he cares about. It's like when Dracula has his new servant. Oh, Tyler, we missed Darby and Sting talking.
Excalibur, Darby Allin has made a very dangerous decision.
What did he decide?
Those types of decisions are what led to Darby Allin.
He found Jesus with Sting?
And speaking of which, let's take a look back at the connection.
Tyler, I'll watch that in 2 days. I'd say I'll watch it tonight, but it never works out that way. I always forget. Tyler, there's too much content. AEW can wait when it's not on Wednesday. So when we start SmackDown, Roman's in his chair watching those highlights that we see. Then Jay's sitting there depressed with his head down. And Roman looks at him and says, y'all owe me. And Tyler, you might remember last week was a big week for the Usos. They had 2 tag title matches, I think. The first match ended in a 3 count that had a replay that nullified it. So in the main event, they got their rematch, and Roman interfered, beat up the Usos' opponent, which made the Usos lose by DQ. So Roman's being manipulative. He's keeping the titles off his brothers because he wants to oppress them and stay on top of the family. It's not okay, Tyler. But Roman's still manipulating, so he says, I saved your ass last week. You owe me. Jay doesn't look like he agrees, but he's not going to talk back. Roman asks him, what's the worst thing you can do? And Jay says, embarrass the family. And Roman says, I know you get that. Why doesn't your brother understand that? And Tyler, he's pitting them against each other. It would get extreme tonight.
Yeah, man, it definitely would. And the whole time I'm so conflicted because I want the Usos to have titles. I want them to be their own thing. I want them to be just as good of a good tag team champions as Roman is Universal Champion. But I'm sort of siding with Roman each time I see him talk and just think about how much more this Universal title means than some tag team title run that's going to last 2 months.
Right when Roman says, I know you understand don't embarrass the family, but does your brother? Then the Uso song hits because Jimmy's coming out in the Thunderdome. So then these guys look at their TV, which is just a SmackDown logo. Maybe it was a pre-tape. They couldn't sync it up. No big deal. I'll suspend disbelief. They're watching Jimmy's entrance. It's about to pop up on their feed when it pops up on ours. So then we see Jimmy come out. Jimmy says, we got robbed last week. I'm spitting facts. I like how he talks. He says, first the ref blew the call. We talked about that. That's why there was a rematch. And then because your boy kicked out. And then the head of the table got us DQ'd on purpose. Tyler, by the end of this night, we're going to be on Roman's side, I feel like. Roman makes a great case later, but he's being manipulative. We got to remember that. Don't let him manipulate us. He can't trick us. We're not his cousins. So after Jimmy blames Roman, we see Roman and Jay watching on backstage as Heyman watches Roman. He says, you're trying to tear Jay away from me. That's what Jimmy said in the ring. I'm my brother's keeper. That's a weird thing to say, Tyler. Now Jimmy sounds like the manipulative one. He's his brother's keeper, huh?
Yeah, I didn't like it when Jimmy said that, and I felt like it would have been a perfect opportunity for Jay to come out and say, hey, look, Roman's not my fucking keeper either, and you're sure as hell not my fucking keeper. Then he could go on about how he's main event Jay.
I'm my brother's keeper. I'll kick the shit out of him. I think that's what that means. I think it just means you can beat him up. It's like an alpha thing. So Roman then is talking to Jay during this promo, and he says, actually, it's after the promo. Roman looks at Jay and says, he's not my brother. You better take care of this. So now, look at this. Putting more stress on Jay, like an interrogation victim. He's already going through so much. Losing his tag title opportunity. Now he's stuck in the middle, and Roman is forcing him to confront his brother. Tyler, wait till you see what happens there. First, Kevin Owens comes out. And during Kevin Owens' entrance, Aleister Black turns off his TV because he thinks Kevin Owens is a jobber. He thinks Kevin Owens is beneath him. And when Aleister Black was working with Kevin, Aleister Black said, send me home for 6 months, then fire me, because I'm above this.
Dude, honestly, when I saw this start of SmackDown tonight, it was like the worst way. Like, of course, we have Roman starting things off. It's great and everything, but then you have Kevin Owens coming out, and then I hear, you want to go big? Didn't say that. I instantly cannot support this match if we're going to have Kevin Owens and Big E starting off our fucking SmackDown.
You might have to watch this whole tag match right now. I can't believe how good this was. This was better than like any Young Bucks match I've ever seen. I don't know why they tell a tag story better. Maybe it's simpler. I don't know. I think the Young Bucks went pretty simple against Mox and Eddie as I saw a chin lock for 15 minutes. They went real old school. Eddie blew up. That was old school like the Warrior. But Tyler, we don't get to that match yet because first we have the Kevin Owens entrance. Then we have a commercial about old people fucking. You see this? This redhead fucking douchebag teenager goes upstairs, sees his grandparents come out of a closet, and sees their clothes are wrinkled, so he thinks they were fucking. She's like way past menopause. This guy don't give a fuck anymore. He doesn't have any HGH. Is that what it's called? He doesn't have any steroids. He doesn't have drive. Like when my dad died, I went through his phone hoping to find the porn he was looking at. He was looking at nothing. He was looking at Boston Red Sox and Boston Bruins every 2 days. And what does pain in my left side mean? Like weird shit like that. Like by the time you're old, you're not jerking off. You're not fucking these old people. So this commercial was annoying just because I feel like if I made this video, it would get banned on YouTube. Oh, you're talking about old people fucking in a way. You're alluding to it. Oh, but guess what, Tyler? One of the kings did it. One of the corporation CEOs that wears the king suit, the suit. If it was the old days, they'd wear a crown. So, Tyler, these corporations can do what they want. Remember that one commercial where the guy's just fucking putting baby powder down his boxers while pulling them out wide and being like, oh, baby powder on my dick. I can't do that. I'd be off trouble for that, Tyler. But what was it? Manfresh can do that. Some like Manfresh thing you need. Fuck this world, Tyler. It's all who you know and who you are. And I'm nobody, and I know no one.
Yeah, and how the fuck are we getting this type of commercial for like laundry detergent or whatever the fuck to get the wrinkles out of clothes? Like, if it was a Nugenix Total T commercial, I'm all up for it. But there was no Frank Thomas around, man.
Just make a commercial with the old people fucking and at least satisfy me. Enough with these commercials. Tyler, I had to go on Motherless and watch a sleeping grandmother get fingered after this commercial just to get my fix. And then when Carmella's entrance happened, I had to find page leaks to get another fix. Tyler, I'm a monster. I thought I was asexual, but that purple flag ain't working.
Yeah, that purple flag has been gone for quite a while now. I mean, look at the things that you ordered recently, Kevin. I think asexual hasn't been a part of you for a cool minute.
Tyler, if I just shove it up my own ass, I'm still asexual.
You think so? Is that actually how it is? I'm not 100% sure with what asexual it is. That means it's completely okay to love yourself, right?
I think it means I'm pansexual, actually. I don't even count that one, but I am it. I'm pan bashing. Is that worse than gay bashing? Tyler, did you know pansexual is like bisexual, but it just means you fuck trannies too, which is just bisexual? Pansexual means I believe in genders that don't exist and I'll fuck them. Is what it means. So I couldn't be pansexual because it's fake. But I'll be as bi as you want me to be, Tyler. I'm your butt buddy.
Yeah, and you know, I'm really confused. I've only actually met one other pansexual person
Punch
ever.
him. Punch him in the fucking face and tell him to grow up. Tell him they made it up. Your bisexual was fake even when that started, and now we're like evolving it. That's where all these letters come from, Tyler. There's a P in that LGBTQ+.
He tried to tell me that pansexual was like he could fucking love this fucking wall over here, or like he could be in love with the fucking planet, like he wants to fuck the planet or something. And right after he was done trying to explain whatever his version of pansexual was, he was like, "Oh yeah, peyote makes me gay as fuck."
What makes him gay as fuck? Peyote?
Yeah, peyote from the cactus.
Peyote makes me gay as fuck. I gotta meet this guy, Tyler. We got a third butt buddy. Get some peyote. I'll bring the peyote. You bring the victim. And I'll bring the cactus too, actually. Never mind. Yeah, I've got the peyote and the cactus. We're gonna need both. Once we take the peyote out the cactus, it won't be usable for what we need it for. Tyler, what are we talking about? Our trip to Mount Shasta again?
Yeah, I mean, we get so caught up in everything, we just end up talking about Mount Shasta all over again.
Tyler, you're making me tingle just thinking about it. Tyler, this commercial about old people fucking is inappropriate, and we just proved it. This conversation should have never happened, and it's this sick world that does whatever it wants, then says you can't do it. And of course, Tyler, if I was black, a fag, or a tranny, then I could do it all and just say that I had Tourette's. God damn it, fuck. White people don't have that. So, Tyler, Jimmy and Jay have a confrontation. This is the part you love. Jimmy gets Jay to admit that they could have won last week. So, by now, we're already all on Jimmy's side. This is still the beginning. And now Jay, it feels like he's coming around to all of our side. But then Jay says his loyalty is to the chief. So we don't understand this right now, but Roman will explain it soon. First, Tyler, Kevin Owens and Big E have tag match of the year. I'm bringing it up. Let's see if somebody put up the whole match for you.
Man, I hope that we don't get to see this whole match. A nice, good WWE cut would be great. It's just Big E and Kevin Owens in the ring at the same time, and they're on a team, Kevin. How could you even see it as a wrestling match anymore?
Get ready, Tyler. We're starting on the top rope. Lucky you, we don't have the full match. We only have 3 minutes. And these aren't even the good Apollo minutes. What the hell?
I think it's hate now. I do believe it is.
The longer this went, the better it got. It was so weird.
Top rope again. What's Sammy going to do here? Able to
Sammy.
Kevin Owens tag made.
Look at this tag. Hot tag.
And here comes Cruz. Runs into a super kick by KO.
Tyler, we love Apollo Cruz. He's the Nigerian nail. He's going to kick out of a pop-up powerbomb.
For the win, and Sami Zayn breaking things up for his team.
Replay's coming, Tyler. Don't worry. I remember. Oh, they cut it. What the fuck?
Kevin Owens able to block.
This part's great. So he blocks this Tazplex, but then he just gets it anyway. Grab his shirt, pull him in. See, now that Johnny Hungy's doing this shit on Wednesday, we got to do this on Friday. A year ago, 2 years ago, that would have just happened on the first attempt at the suplex. The guy would have kicked out. We would have moved on. Now we added a false start. Tony Khan has opened the forbidden door.
Breaking things up, helping out his teammate.
And Tyler, we got to go back because my favorite part of every Sammy match is after this Blue Thunder Bomb, when he's so sure he's about to win. He's pointing, count this shit. One time he got so fucking mad when it didn't win. I think that's when he thought the conspiracy was at its peak. Like the referee not hitting 3 on this Blue Thunder Bomb once would put him over the edge. And look how sure he is this time. God damn it, Tyler, I muted it. All right, here we go.
Thunder Bomb to Kevin Owens isn't enough to put him away. This time it's Big E breaking things up, helping out his teammate, Kevin Owens. And now
Apollo Crews, Tyler, you love him. He's the Nigerian nail. Oh, we already talked about him.
Bodies everywhere. Big E.
We don't like Big E, do we, Tyler?
Big E Pooh.
Yeah, Big E Pooh. We don't care about Big E. Actually, he likes Goldberg as much as I do. We love Big E, Tyler. Don't let Kofi Kingston rub off on him that bad. Out of New Day, if New Day was just Big E, they'd be like the greatest stable ever. These managers he has are shit.
Big E and Kevin Owens. That had to feel good.
It was over with a stunner, Tyler, after an amazing war. Then we start booking for next week. Tyler, next week's going to be huge. We have 2 matches already official.
Was a match made right here during this match? Because I was not able to see this one. I'm pretty sure I remember the match made for next week.
Yes, they do announce a match during this one. First, Tyler, during the match, Pat McAfee really wants Sammy to hold the tag rope at one point, which is good. Any reference to the rules is always good, Tyler. But after one kick out, Pat says, it almost ended clean there. So there's a word we need to add to the packet because we don't want to say clean. That's not going to work. And Tyler, like when Sami Zayn had that Blue Thunder Bomb, he thought it would end clean. He was so sure of it. Like fans say that, Tyler. Smarks say it. We don't say clean. Although in boxing you can say it, right? In MMA. When Conor knocked out Aldo, that was a clean punch.
Yeah, and you could even say he fucking knocked him out clean. Like, that's definitely goes in hand with MMA.
I might even say he slept him clean. So, all right, we can say it in wrestling now. I take it back. Pat was right. After KO wins clean with a stunner. Apollo says, you didn't beat me. So next week, you two versus me and Aziz. So we're getting a rematch without Sammy in the match. And after this, Tyler, Sammy's pissed. He's like, what'd you just call me? And you know, Sammy has to get the nail after that. And Aziz is the big bodyguard for Apollo. And he used to be Dabba-Kato, Tyler, on Raw Underground, the show that buried Aleister Black. So, Tyler, that's part of the details on Aleister Black being disenchanted. Oh, he had to be on Raw Underground against Kevin Owens. He thought that was the end of his life.
He was pissed off about being at Raw Underground. How could he be pissed off with sharing the ring with the likes of Dabba-Kato, just having him in the background? You should feel honored.
Yeah, I actually went back and watched the whole segment because I forgot Aleister was on it. But it was awesome. He had a great fighting stance for Raw Underground. It was like almost a Mortal Kombat one. I think this was video game inspired. And usually that doesn't pay off, but it did this time. And Dabba-Kato did get in the ring and beat him up. So what is he complaining about? Him and Kevin Owens had a legit fight in that fucking Raw Underground. And it was all up from there. But we had one talent bitching about everything. Working with Kevin Owens is a beneath him. He sounds like CM Punk. Fuck this guy. Cut him loose. Give him 6 months to think about it. If he gets married, fire him on that day. If not, just fire him after 6 months. Like, Tyler, we give you 6 months to get fired. To get married, then we fire you on that day. But we're not going to wait forever. Like, at a certain point, we just fire you.
Was he really complaining about having to do it with Kevin Owens of all people too? Like, I don't even like Kevin Owens, but is that like an actual issue? He doesn't want to work with him?
That was the program he was in, feuding with Kevin. And that's when he went to Vince to talk about how he didn't like what he was doing. And Vince actually had to stay out loud. All right, I'll send you home, give you time away from KO. So KO was definitely something Vince had to acknowledge and Aleister brought up. Apparently it wasn't enough for him. This Aleister Black needs to get fat like KO. He might be interesting.
Yeah, what the hell? He does very sound like another CM Punk. I can't deal with another one, man. There's only one.
It's only one, and I want him back on Backstage. Is Backstage still on, Tyler? Is Caleb Braxton on it yet?
I'm not sure what event exactly. Maybe it was WrestleMania or the start of the Royal Rumble where they brought it back for like a special appearance where Renee Young wasn't even with WWE and they still did this backstage. But I'm not 100% sure if Punk was there, and I think the show's done for, man.
I need a M Riddle meal. I finally have a code, Tyler. I wasn't able to order out yesterday. I think that's why I feel so fatigued and sick today. I'm getting that. I'm eating healthy diarrhea.
Sonic_Gino says, next Friday, Junior will have a sit-down interview with Andrade El Idolo.
Junior. That sounds amazing, Gino. I can't wait to see that. He means JR, Tyler. But that stupid girl's voice, didn't know how to say it. I miss the voice we had before. I got to go back into Botrix and code again. I got to zuck this thing up. So, Tyler, what did he just say? Was it important?
JR is going to be sitting down with Andrade. And when I heard Junior, I was like, God, is fucking Gino referencing some indie guy that went by Junior somewhere else, but no, it was JR.
Tyler, we see Rey Mysterio backstage yelling at Adam Pearce. We can't hear it, though, because Apollo Cruz's song is still playing from his victory, because it's playing us to commercial. So we're not supposed to hear what Ray's yelling. So we're just supposed to know Ray's mad, and Authority heard him out. Let's see what happens from there. We come back to a progressive match flow, Tyler, of replays of Gable trying to recruit the Profits last week, and then Otis attacking the Profits when they declined. So this is a big part of the second hour, Tyler. Gable goes back to the Profits live here tonight. And he tries to apologize. We have to watch this. This is the one I wrote down. He cuts. This might be promo of his life. I think he actually sang at the Profits. This might have been a rap-off.
He was rapping? I don't remember any hearing any rapping, at least, but I was really surprised to see Chad Gable with the smile on his face around these Street Profits, especially after what happened last week.
Let's hear this.
Egg on my face, okay? I'm here to apologize for what Otis did to you guys last week. He thought I wanted an apology from you, but I didn't. He just gets very overprotective sometimes, and that gets hard to control. But as a grand gesture, I got our tag match canceled tonight, so, you know.
Canceled? Like he doing us a favor. Come on,
dog. I see what happened here, Tyler. He's running. I didn't hear that part.
Listen, man, look, look. We know you can't control Otis, but we can. Mm-hmm. And if he ever steps to us ever again, we gonna slap him so hard, we gonna send him back to the
Oh, now they've done it. Now they've done it.
The Jurassic period. Okay?
T-Rex songs.
Little T-Rex songs. You see having trouble trying to eat.
You don't know when to stop, do you? Huh? Always clowning around. See, that's your problem. You never know when to shut your mouths. Well, now you went and done it. Okay?
Well, now you went and done it. You didn't hear that part, Tyler, earlier?
I didn't, but for a second, I thought it was fucking Sheamus. I was expecting to hear a fella come out.
Now they've done it.
Always clowning around. See, that's your problem. You never know when to shut your mouths. Well, now you went and done it. Okay? Because you talked your way right back into a match.
This guy's the best. Is that an accident, or is that just how he is in real life? Because, Tyler, we never got to see him so comfortable. Look at him express himself. He's finally able to almost be on camera without shaking. So now that he's being Chad Gable, now you went and done it. He must go around talking like a weirdo all the time. He must be so funny.
Yeah, and it's beautiful to see Chad Gable like this, man. He looks free, and if I'm not mistaken, he's Canadian. What the fuck is this? Wasn't he an American Alpha? Why is he talking like a Canadian?
He's popping out some GSP friends.
Having trouble trying to eat. You don't know.
That's why he sounds retarded like Andre the Giant.
You don't want to stop, do you? Huh?
And GSP.
Huh? Always clowning around. See, that's your problem. You never know when to shut your mouths. Well, now you went and done it.
Oh, it is a Sheamus thing. It's Celtic Warrior Kevin's fault. We got two Irishmen back there. Everyone sounds like a retard now.
Okay, because you talked your way right.
He's still doing it. All right, I'm going back. Tyler, we can't hear this too many times. We need Gino a nice clip to isolate. The more we play it, the better.
Right. Having trouble trying to eat.
You don't know when to stop, do you? Huh? Always clowning around. See, that's your problem. You never know when to shut your mouths. Well, now you went and done it. Okay, because you talked your way right back into a match. So who's it going to be?
There's a voice in Chivalry too like that, kind of. And he's even like the imposter. So and that's what Chad Gable's doing. He's scared, but he's trying to be like, oh, I'm going to beat you up now. When he was just trying to run away, he just got the match canceled. Well, now you've went and done it. I'm going to kick your ass. And in Shiv 2, the voices might be the best part. Is there just a YouTube upload of every Shiv 2 voice? I love the guy that says a prayer. My guy will say a prayer. There's a naughty guy that wears red, Tyler, and he says your mom jokes. One of the selections is just your mom.
That's fucking awesome. That's the title of it, your mom. And one of my favorites voices in the game is Dark Prince. But whenever we're the blue team, it's the fucking worst, man. I changed my voice at least 3 different times for that character, and it's always the most daintiest fucking battle cry ever. I can't stand it. My battle cry is always the worst.
Almost It's a shame to ruin such a pretty face. Wipe that smile off your face.
There's one, what's the one? There's a guy that is like a regal knight. And he's always like, oh, he's like a Shrek character. He's like that knight from Shrek that's so perfect. Yes, I'll face you in battle. I wish I had the names and these were all categorized. Tyler, there's a website for Gwent, Gwent.1. It has every Gwent voice line, and they're all with the card and everything.
You've got balls, that's for sure. I am a paragon, a savant, and a champion. You are dung. You dare challenge me? You must be dreaming. Wake up and apologize. Crawl back into your mother's womb. You've no business here. Try to relax. It will be over soon. I am a god amongst men.
Oh, the demigod, Tyler. You picked the Sith voice, though.
Yeah, I wanted to go a little bit for the demigod, but the Dark Prince likes to talk like this and is so evil.
The Dark Prince. That guy's fucked in the head. He'll fuck you up. Tyler, did you customize all of your classes yet? I customized Vanguard, all the headgear, all the heraldry, all the armor and weapons. You need Archer, Vanguard, Knight, and the Footman.
No, I did not customize anything but my knights, man. And I don't plan on using anything but them. And I'm one of these people. I only use John when it comes to Hood. I only use Highlander when it came to For Honor, man. I just love sticking to one fucking person.
But Tyler, you should use the Highlander / John in this game, the tank. You're using the Warden. Like if you use the Warden in For Honor all the time, sure. But Tyler, there is a tank though, the Crusader, or is he the offensive? The Guardian is a good tank. But Tyler, I think Vanguard has all the heaviest weapons. Like he must have that Dole hammer or whatever you were talking about. The Dale hammer. The Dale gas. He must have that. And he also has the Maul, which is a giant two-handed sledgehammer, which is what a Warhammer should be. From everything I've played called Warhammer. In this game, a Warhammer is a little hammer you hold in one hand. And you have a shield. That's not a Warhammer, Tyler.
It's not. And so this guy that comes with that weapon that you were just talking about before, the Warhammer, is is that the guy that also has the shield for his secondary only, right?
No, Vanguard has no shields, unfortunately. Footman has a shield, and he'll have a medium shield. Archer will have that real light one that is circular. Tyler, here's your Vanguard guide. Let me help you out here. Slime World's got you back. No, Tyler, that's not my nickname. That's this guy's nickname. Slime Uwu. I might take this nickname.
Hello, welcome to the Vanguard Guide. I'm going to be showing you here today the different classes.
Oh, he's in the Young Bucks. Okay, he's on BTE. This is how all grown men talk now, Tyler. Isn't this awesome?
It's so fucking awesome. I love that men talk like this now. This is how I want my 2021 to go, is just listening to men make YouTube videos about video games.
Oh
how
my
come
God.
every single fucking gamer's like this now? We go into First Class Trouble, everyone's talking like this. We go on to Hood, everyone wants to be Robin and like this. What the fuck is going on, Kevin?
There's a new sword fighting game come out, and I need it. I talk like this. I need to ruin that game for men. I need to go on there and get killed. That's what this guy does. Thank God this guy exists. We're on there with the Warhammer. This guy's running. He's a piece of shit.
And the different abilities of Vanguard. First off, we're going to start with Devastator, then go into the Raider, and finally the Ambusher class. You start off with the double-sided Wood Smasher. You get a Kniff, and you get...
See, Tyler, when you start as Vanguard, you start with the War Axe. Like, that is your starting weapon. And you go from there to bigger weapons. Executioner Axe is the third unlockable. What was I trying to say? Unranked? No, that's ranked. Unlockable. And Tyler, I have a skin for it that is fucked up. I need that Executioner's Axe. Maybe I'll bust Vanguard out when we get the PC version.
Yeah, man, we definitely got to bust them out. I think I see the Dale axe right over there, the third weapon. But I really hate this guy's fucking voice and how he just, oh my God, like he makes me not like the game. He's like, look, if you look over here, whatever the fuck that weapon was, I never want to hear him fucking say that name again. I'm getting mad.
Tyler, he's a dev. You know it. This is what they sound like. Yeah, and then I wanted to get more bow and arrows in the game because I wanted it to suck. So I put archers in the game. That ruins this awesome game.
Triangle. When it's sprinting, it's 2. When it's sprinting, you can do the abilities. So walking, now sprinting. Walking.
And I just don't want to wake up Mom.
Now sprinting. Bam. Now I'm going to go over here.
I'm waking up neighbors' mothers when I'm live. Forget my own.
Block. Very close. Block. Nope.
Whoa, this kid's got skills. Look at this.
Counter. Nope.
Yeah, get beheaded, punk. He's facing bots, Tyler. Look at this loser.
Yeah, he's for sure an offline play. There's no doubt about it. This is well,
It's dreadful. He needs a crossbow, huh?
I'm disgusted, man. And this is on. If this is who we're fighting all the time, I don't want to fucking play anymore.
No, I want to, Tyler. This is a chance. We can't grab axes and kill him in real life. But in Chivalry 2, we can do it over and over again at our throne.
This is the type of shit that we're gonna fuck around and hop on PC. We're gonna be in a fucking server browser, and just like how I was fucking banned from Mordhau for fucking talking shit in the chat, we're gonna be banned for fucking 40,000 hours because some fucking
That's why we have it on Xbox too. Joke's on them. We bought it 3 times. They can't even ban us enough. So we're playing Chivalry 2 on Tyler's Twitch tonight. Tyler, I need an M Riddle. I'm fatigued. That'll give me energy. Tyler, I already told you about the progressive match flow. Jesus. So then after Gable says, well, now you've gone and done it, then we see Roman in his executive suite one more time. Jay enters and Roman says, where is he? About Jimmy. I don't think we went over Jimmy and Jay's convo, but who cares? We moved on. Jimmy says, if you want to see him, you got to go to our locker room. And Roman loved this. He got a kick out of it. Your locker room. That's your locker room. That's y'all's locker room now. He said it like 4 or 5 times. And then he goes, you sure that ain't Roman's cousin's locker room? This guy's an asshole. He's clearly the bad guy, Tyler. He's being manipulative.
yeah, he really is. Especially, I mean, he was saying shit about being a keeper earlier. He's throwing all these fucking jabs. He's definitely a fucking manipulator.
I'm disgusted by this, Nathan. Can you believe what Roman's become? He will try to face turn, but he won't manipulate us and trick us. That's soon. First, Carmella faces Liv. We actually watched this earlier, Tyler. It was a rematch of our progressive match flow. If we're doing the progressive match flow, Carmella's awesome finisher is it from last week. So we have Liv versus Carmella here. Carmella, or Liv rather, in attire of the year. Her Owen Hart danger attire. Her Watch Me Live attire. Kind of morbid. And Liv wins with the springboard flatliner. Then we got Ding Dong Hello. I missed her monologue, Tyler. Did you see Ding Dong Hello?
I did see some bits and pieces of Ding Dong Hello. I was installing new curtain racks with my dad, and he was able to see Seth Rollins and Bailey interacting, and he just was like, what the fuck are you watching? Like, it was very weird. They were saying some great things. I hope that you watch. This was a must-watch in your notes.
On YouTube, it looks like her monologue is there. I missed it. I was making my oatmeal, Tyler. That's why I've been having healthy time diarrhea. Because I haven't had an M Riddle meal in 2 days. No Whoppers, no Taco Bell. Tyler, I had 2 accounts with Postmates Uber Eats. So every time these codes would come out, $8 off 3 orders, that was 6 orders. That's how I got in the habit of morning order, night order, morning order, night order. 2 accounts, 1 for breakfast, 1 for dinner. Tyler, we're down to 1 account. We can only do 1 order a day. We have to settle down. We have $5 off our next 2 orders, though. And those will be on 2 different days, I promise. So, Tyler, I missed the monologue. Let's see what her opening jokes are on Ding Dong Hello.
Hello, and welcome to the hottest talk show on TV today, the Ding Dong Hello Show. Guys, look what I did for you. I upgraded. Look at this. Look at these.
This is the exact moment I left the room.
For you. That one's for you, yeah. I did this for
Tyler, that looks like your room.
Yeah, what the hell? She has so many nice pictures now.
Yours are nicer.
time to get
You got those private pics of her partying, holding martinis and shit.
Grand Slam champion like moi.
She wears thongs, Tyler, but you know that.
Drip God.
Okay, there was no monologue. So Seth is her guest, Tyler, and they compliment each other's mind games, basically. So Seth sits down and says, that was a master class last week, and I need tips from you after we watch it. So last week, Bailey did that thing where she laughed at Bianca, and Bailey's face was on every screen, Tyler. It was sick and twisted. So after watching a replay of it, then Seth and Bailey are just laughing live. They love it. And they do this multiple times. Then we see a clip of Seth beating up Cesaro a few weeks ago. Bailey and Seth start laughing again. But then someone ding-dongs at the door, huh?
Yeah, someone does ding dong at the door, and I'm wondering who it's gonna be. I have so many theories right now. Is the Fiend returning? And dude, who the fuck opened up this door?
I love when Seth was like, look, you've been such a good host. I'll open the door for you. Look at us. Is this after the doorbell rings? Are they scared? What is this? Hold on. Hold on. I got to see when it rings. Oh, no. They're about to start laughing after the clip. Okay.
He didn't see it come.
I thought the doorbell scared them so much they looked at each other.
You got me again?
Should we come? You know what? Hey.
Who is it?
This is your show. You've already done so much for me. Let me.
I was hoping maybe it's a swerve because Seth answers the door. Maybe it's Bianca anyway. And she pushes him over that lounger and dives on Bailey. But it was just Cesaro, Tyler. Bad News Brown. That's what I call him.
Cesaro with a straight right to
Bad News Barrett.
back for the first time in weeks since the.
It's only been weeks, Tyler. Didn't he get like a concussion injury? Shouldn't he be out for a year?
Yeah, I thought he would be out a lot longer. I'm pissed to see him come back right now. I'm having some weird technical issues with my camera and PC, Kevin. I'm going to restart my camera program.
Let me see you, Tyler. Oh, you're only tan. Tyler, I only see cartoon head. All right, take your time. No worries. We're watching Bailey get heartbroken over her set get demolished. And this was a nice segue, too, because after this beatdown, Cesaro strips Seth down to his undies, and Seth has to run away. And then Bailey is mourning her set. And that's when Bianca comes out, and she gets the last laugh. That doesn't make it in this video, Tyler. The video ends on YouTube here. But Bianca comes out and does a heel laugh like Bailey. I didn't like this. I thought that was very rude. Tyler, when does Bianca leave Bailey alone?
She's not going to leave her alone. She's going to be bullying her now, and I really feel bad for Bailey. It's not fair to Bailey to be laughed at like this. I mean, if you look at Bailey's expression on her face, you could understand how fucking sad she was that Bianca was doing this horrible laugh, by the way. I was making fun of Bailey laughing for so long. Bianca's was 10 times worse.
Did I say Mortis earlier when he said Wrath? All right, here we have a video from Gino. He's explaining who Wrath is. So Wrath was with Mortis. I just kept thinking, Canyon, Mortis, Wrath, Mortis. I like Mortis. Wrath. Ugh. Here we go. Let's take a look. This was before Chronic.
Talking about the World Tag
Well
Team
before.
Champions, that's exactly what they're wearing around their waist.
Well, the ring entrance now for
Adam Bomb was way better than Wrath.
the outsiders for the World Tag Team titles. I think back and I reflect on last night at Fall Brawl when Kevin Nash proclaimed the death of the Four Horsemen. And I think back, now that we're here in Charlotte.
What a menacing
it's a pity
theme
that Ric
song.
Flair is not with us, but I think of
They
the
should have
courage
bought Wild
that
Thing.
Flair had as he was willing to go into that cage,
Wild Thing.
that ultimate battleground that we know as War Games.
So
in a
Mortis is
situation
on
where
the
they
left.
would be
He's in green.
outnumbered 3 against 4 when he thought.
Wait. Who's Wrath? Is he Wrath?
You got to remember, when that goes.
That ain't Wrath. That's the Sultan. I still don't know who Wrath is. I'm looking right at him. Mortis was amazing. Tyler, you were dead then, but as a kid, even I understood that this guy's offense was different than other wrestlers.
Heavyweight champion of the world like he's done on a million different occasions. But this time he's back with
And then that idiot in the middle is with Abyss, isn't he, Tyler? Is that James Mitchell?
What the fuck? Abyss was there back then? I had no fucking idea.
That's his manager. That's one of these managers have political power. They end up in companies long after the one they were in before went away.
He didn't know what was.
Like Teddy Long used to be a referee.
What to do in there.
Then a manager.
Nash would be in that ring.
James Vandenberg brings.
So their entrance is like Tony Khan's, but a lot longer. So that's that. Here's a real entrance, Tyler. So I walk out of the candy cap stall. The great outsiders are coming through the apron.
Hennings used his hand, but it was the same effect. And here they go.
Look at that, Tyler.
Guys
Look at that stupid belt. Those tag titles
However,
suck.
are you going to stay here, or are you going to bolt to the ring when you see? I'm staying here. Back right here.
Of course, accompanied by 6.
See, Tyler, X-Pac deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. He's right there.
Yeah, he was with him at all times. He wasn't holding a belt or anything.
Yeah, he's in the middle, though. He's James Mitchell. Put him in the Hall of Fame. Put him in twice. Why isn't he in 3 times yet? This entrance alone put him in again. Tyler, Kevin Nash, a couple years later, would end the streak of Bill Goldberg. And he deserved to, even if he was Booker. Kevin Nash acts like he wasn't. I was 12 years old. I knew you were writing the fucking show. Everyone knew this. Like Kevin Nash has done multiple shoots since saying, I didn't get the book till like 3 months later. No, we all were there. It's like when Eric Bischoff acts like Bret Hart didn't get a deal offered to him on Wrestling with Shadows that was filmed and all documented. It was faxed over. I saw the machine go off. So, Tyler, this revisionist history, thank God we have podcasts to hear their side of the story. So, in a lot of ways, it just reinforces our side, the truth. Look at Scott Hall, Tyler. Guy's drunk as hell.
Larry the Axe.
But, Tyler, when Kevin Nash ended the streak, he was so fucking over. He had these tassels going down his legs. They were red and silver. I had his doll. WCW had awesome dolls in like 99, 98. So they got some new company to make their dolls. And I loved my Kevin Nash doll. I had Hollywood Hogan. They looked so real, Tyler.
Did they feel real? How did they feel?
Oh, the WWF ones felt realer because they had breaking elbows and bones that felt like skin. So you like bent the arm and it made cracking noises. That sounds a little inappropriate.
I didn't know that they made flesh-like bending elbows.
Oh, it was like all of them for years, I feel like. At least I wasn't a collector, I was Zack Ryder, but I remember all of them had breaking arms and legs for a long time. I don't know the contracts of these toy companies, but I know that somebody went to jail over it. Tyler, did you hear about this? Ukes. The only reason we had to deal with their shitty SmackDown games for so long is because somebody working for WWE licensing was taking money behind everyone's back from Ukes or Jack's Pacific, and they're related somehow, to keep the video game deal in place so that better developers with better games wouldn't get the deal.
That is super fucked up. We have been getting robbed with any good wrestling games come out because of that fuck.
Yeah, I'm more interested in that side of it than the toy side, but apparently they're the same side. Apparently our dumb games are dumb toys.
That's fucking bullshit, and I feel like if we're going to be having dumb games, dumb toys, why even fucking make them anymore?
Tyler, that was Wrath, okay? We never saw him. He had a Sultan outfit on. I don't think that was the same guy as the Chronic guy, Gino, but thank you. Tyler, we see Megan Morant and Rey Mysterio backstage. Megan wants a status update on Dominic. Rey's status update is, he's hurt, Megan. Yeah, what's the fucking injury? What are you talking about? This is a simulated athletic program. We want an update. This is a reporter, quote unquote. He's hurt, Megan. She don't care. That's good enough. That's the answer she wants. And Ray goes on to say, Roman Reigns hurt my boy. My reason for being. And Ray says he's calling out Roman later tonight. But first, Tyler, we get Chad Gable versus Montez Ford. Did you miss this amazing match?
I did miss this amazing match.
Chad Gable has to come out to Montez's music. Because Montez comes out, gets an entrance. Chad Gable gets no entrance. So they come back from break and play the wrong song. Or maybe it was the right one. Tyler, hearing that, I thought, there's no way Chad Gable's going to win if they don't even have his song ready for his entrance. Not gonna, unless they had it in the winner folder. Oh, that's the winner song. We'll play the other song now. Someone messed up in the Thunderdome. Then, Tyler, Pat McAfee during the match says, anything you can do, I can do better. That is what Montez said to Chad right there. He sang a song. And imagine if anyone else did that, we'd hate it, but it was awesome. And then Michael Cole replied with, were you in a high school play? And then Pat said, should have been. So I don't know how this happened, but it was good somehow. Like it was, what an I almost want to sing it again. I liked it so much.
I love that he sang it. You could tell that was a line that they didn't even tell him to sing. You could totally hear fucking Byron Saxton. Oh, well, anything he could do better or whatever the hell. But he's going to sing out, and then he's going to even, after the lyrics, he's still going to say that everything else after in tone.
And that must be in the YouTube upload because it's when Montez is on the comeback. Why else would you sing it? So it's going to be on this video.